Okay, there's Bob. Sit. There you go. Take it nice. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitties. Chicken cat. Yeah, I know. I gotta call your sister. There you are. Hi, girl. Come on, let's get you some food. I have to put this camera down while I open up their can of food. All right, come on. Come on. Let me chop this up a little bit. I like the food that's the shreds rather than the pate stuff. It's easier for them to share. Buddy. Let's go. Hi, chicks. Get my broom because old Mr. Hurley acts kind of nasty sometimes. Come on, Hurley. Come on, girls. It's dark in here. There we go. Come on, ladies. Go, ladies. We are down to... Would you leave her alone, Hurley? Leave her alone. She's not doing anything. We lost a chicken last week. It's really sad. But, you know, they're 4 years old now, and that's about the time when you start losing one here or there. And their egg production has just gone way, 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 way down. And so, you know, I'm too soft-hearted to just butcher them and start over. So I'm going to have another retirement community out here until they all pass away of natural causes. And, or Hurley aggravates Scott too much and Scott takes care of Hurley. Oh my goodness. There's only 7 out here. There must be 2 still in the coop. But anyway, I was talking to Scott the other day and I said, when these guys are gone, this flock is gone, I don't want any more chickens. because I honestly much prefer ducks. And the family likes duck eggs better. Ducks aren't as, you don't have to worry about them flogging you or coming after you. And they're nicer to each other. They don't like peck each other till they're bleeding. So that's what our plans are. Although he sure is a pretty thing. And I personally like the rooster crow, but a lot of people don't. But anyway, just wanted to update you on the chickens. We are down to a rooster and 8 hens now. But like I said, we maybe get 2 eggs a day from them. And that's the way it's been all summer. So it's not like, oh, they're getting ready to molt or something. I just think their egg production is dwindling down naturally. So, all right. Got to get back in the house. Got to take Olivia to school here shortly. And we're trying something new with Percy. And I'll explain that to you when I get back in the house. So when I've been taking Olivia to school, we take Percy with us. And he acts like he's super excited to want to go. And then when we get out in the car, he whines and cries and paces and pants and whines the entire time. Then on our way home, he's not so bad. And then when I go back to get her, he's not so bad. So what we figured out, or what we think, is either he doesn't like Olivia's driving, or he's upset because he knows we're dropping Olivia off and he doesn't want her to go. So we are wanting to wean him off of his dog box when we leave him. Oliver doesn't have to go in a box. He doesn't mess with anything. He doesn't tear anything up. He doesn't have accidents on the floor. None of that. And he was about Percy's age when we started weaning him off of his box. Of course, Oliver is a much different dog. Percy is way more prone to getting himself into trouble. So what we're going to do today, we're going to try this as an experiment and see what happens. We're going to put a barricade across there and lock him and Oliver both in the kitchen and dining room. They have access to go outside because this is where the dog door is. It's hardwood, it's linoleum type flooring, so he's not going to have an accident in the house, I doubt, very seriously. But if he did, it's easy to clean up, and there's not a whole lot in here he can destroy. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put the chairs up on top of the table, all except for one, because we're going to use one chair as a part of the barricade, and just get absolutely anything I can think of that he could possibly get into or tear up out of his reach. So that's that. I'm going to open this Chewy.com box later today. Put this stuff away. I got the drinks up off the floor. This is the chair we'll use as part of the barricade. We've got some fencing that we're going to take all the way across here. And we have to pull up a chair up against it so it doesn't fall over. Or that he can't pull it over. It would not be the end of the world if he got into the rest of the house. But there's a whole lot more in here that he could tear up. So that's why we're going to ease him into having his freedom. Now, the only thing I can think that he might mess up or pull out, drag out the dog door are the rugs, but I can always just wash them. They probably need to be washed anyway and put them back down, but we're going to leave him that much, and hopefully he will leave the rugs alone. And of course we'll leave all of his toys, and I'm not going to be gone long enough for them to need water, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm only gone about 40 minutes altogether. So, yep, Percy, we're doing this all for you, so you don't have to go in your box, and we don't have to take you with us. Last week was rough taking him because he pulls so bad, and I had that bum knee, which by the way is feeling better, but I was unsteady on my feet, and he was just jerking me so bad on the leash. He did not learn not to do that in obedience school. He didn't learn a whole lot in obedience school, to be honest. Oh, he learned how to sit and stay, and he's better about not jumping up on people. Still not great at that, but we're working on it. But the pulling of the leash is something he was never very good with, and he didn't learn to not do it. All right, I'm gonna go sit down for a little bit. It's soon gonna be time to take Olivia to school, and then we'll see what happens while we're gone. I'm gonna close the garbage can lid too. So I just noticed that my clock stopped. My grandfather clock. That's not good. looks like they're there. Now let's see what the house looks like. Hi, Bobo. Oh, Edna's going. Hi. Looks like everything's fine. Good boys. Good boys. Oh, I gotta get things ready for Edna. Wasn't sure she was gonna start today. Everything's perfect. You did a good job. Good job. There's Edna. I had to stop Edna for a minute because I actually want to get the love seat and the couch, the covers pulled off and all the sand off of them, and I'm going to put fresh covers on. But sand and stuff always gets in the floor when I do that, and so I want Edna to clean it up after. So let me get that done, and then I got to make myself a cup of coffee. I've not had anything yet this morning, and I want a cup of coffee bad. Off. Good boy. Sir. Off. Good boy. You're not a good boy. You are not a good boy. Off. Get off of there. Percy, get off. This isn't a game. This is not a game. Stop. This is not a game. No. Get down. Get down. Get down, you little clown. So in my diffuser, I have coffee crumb cake. That's a blend, of course. And then I've got cinnamon bark. And oh my goodness, it smells so good. In the coffee crumb cake, we have coffee, tangerine, cinnamon, mandarin, coconut, vanilla, nutmeg, and Octia, which I don't know what that is. But oh my goodness, it smells so good. It smells so much like fall. So my Chewy.com order came several days ago, and I've just now had a chance to open it up and get the stuff put away. So we have some dog food, and we've got some pate type dog food for Topper, for Percy and Oliver. Then we've got cat food for Chicken Cat and Half Pint. Probiotics for Percy and Oliver. Fun size Beggin' strips for Percy and Oliver. And Bo as well gets Beggin' strips. And we just got some of these little softies, peanut butter flavored chews. These are made in the USA. And then we got brushing chews. Oliver currently chews this kind, but I'm going to be promoting these to Percy here real soon because Percy's a big boy now, so he doesn't need the little chews. I just need to finish up the small ones that I have, and then I will be promoting him to these. And that is everything in the box, and this box was very heavy. So, and we get this order once a month for all of our animals. So my sister and I shelled these black-eyed peas on Friday. I've had them in my fridge. I've not had time to deal with them, so I'm going to get them blanched, and then I'm going to bag them up and get them in the freezer. That'll be the last of our black-eyed peas for this year. We've had a pretty good crop. It was a small patch, and we got plenty of black-eyed peas out of it. So I'm going to let this cook here just for a few minutes, and then we'll get these things bagged up. There we go. 3 packages of black-eyed peas for the freezer. So there, I got that job done. I still have those 2 bags of potatoes in my entryway that I had gotten from the Amish country, and I still have not dealt with those. I need to do it or they're going to start getting sprouty and stuff, but I'm not going to deal with it today. Yeah, it's been a really chill day. I haven't done a whole heck of a lot. It's kind of the way Mondays are for me a lot of time. I just feel tired after the weekend and just like to sit around and not do a whole lot. I did want to answer a question that I got on my last video. This woman was so sweet. She asked me how Olivia is doing. And so I thought maybe y'all might want to know how she's doing. She's doing fantastic. She is doing great. She is loving school. She doesn't love every class, obviously. She has to take an algebra class, and math has never been her strong suit. And so but she's working really, really, really hard. They have like study groups with the professor. They've had 2 so far, and she's gone to both of them, and she said that has helped her a lot. And she works on that almost every night. She'll practice and practice and practice that math because it just doesn't come easy to her, and she doesn't want to flunk that class because I think it's a required class. You know how they always have like required classes? I think that might be one of her required classes, and so I think it's just for 1 semester, and then she'll be done. So she's just like, I've got to pass this so I can put it behind me. And she did tell me the other day that when she's actually understanding the math, she kind of likes it. But it's just, she's like me. Math never came easy for me whatsoever. It made me very frustrated, and then I just started hating it because I went to public school, and my math teacher, when I was in 6th grade, I missed a couple of days of school because I got sick or whatever, and I can't remember why, but I think it was probably because I was sick. And then when I came back after a couple of days of missing classes, I was completely behind. And he was not a good teacher. He just was not a good teacher. And he's just like, he had his lesson plan, and he was going to meet his lesson plan, and he wasn't going to slow down or stop for nobody. And so I struggled with that class. Finally, I did pass it. I think I ended up with a D, and I was a pretty good student, so that was not, a D was like an F to me. But I did pass it, and then I lost all confidence that I could do math. And so when I was in school, you didn't have to take pre-algebra and algebra 2 and geometry and all of that stuff. And you didn't have to take math all 4 years of high school. You only had to take it for 1 year, and then that was it. And I took consumer math, which I think every student should have to take because it teaches you how to balance a checkbook and write checks, although I think writing checks, I don't even know if kids these days know how to do it, because I mean, I still write a check on occasion, but for the most part, people don't write checks anymore. But anyway, that's my story, and I unfortunately passed that dislike of math subconsciously, or maybe they could tell when I was homeschooling them how much I didn't like math. But anyway, she struggles with that, and I'm glad that she's taking it seriously and is doing the best she can. I told her, I said, all you can do is what you can do. Take advantage of whatever study groups you have and just do the best you can. I said, that's the only advice I can give you, is just do what you can do. And so she is, and hopefully she'll do well. She's got her first exam tomorrow in math, so she's nervous about that. But I think she'll do all right. But anyway, thank you so much for asking. She is baffled every day about how immature her classmates are. They're all a bunch of 17, 18-year-olds straight out of high school. I think most all of them are. And of course, she's quite a bit older than them. She waited to go to college, which I'm so glad she did. I told my kids when they were getting ready to graduate from high school, I'm like, you know what? If you want to go to college, that's fantastic. That's fine. You can, but try to know what you want to do before you go and waste money and time in college. And so that's what she did. She waited till she knew what she wanted to do, and so now she's going to college. And I really think it's better. Honestly, I really do think it's better for young people to wait a few years before they go to college, because they are more mature. They have had opportunity to work, and they have had opportunity to decide what they don't want to do for a living, and maybe learn kind of what they do want to do. And so I think overall they do better scholastically when they're older. They take it more seriously. And so, yeah, she's doing great. And thank you so much for asking. That was very sweet of you. I don't really know what else I'm going to be doing in this video today. I have ladies' Bible study tonight, so I'm going to have to cook something quick for supper. I have no idea what I'm going to fix. I don't mind cooking so much. It's the figuring out what I'm going to cook that I don't like. I don't know what I'm going to fix for supper, but I don't have a whole lot more planned for this afternoon. I will, if I have something I'm going to do, I'll bring you along, and if not, then I'll come back and tell you goodbye. So anyway, we'll see you in the next clip. Okay, bub. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go get your sister, and I'll be back. I'll be back. And this is where I'm going to go ahead and end this video today. When we got back home again, the dogs had left everything perfectly okay in the dining room. Percy did fantastic. And in fact, I think I'm going to expand his area today and see how he does. If he gets some room into part of the living room as well. We'll just see. We'll see how he does. But he did great, and I'm so glad that we don't have to put him in his box every time we need to leave the house. I did end up fixing sloppy joes for supper that night, but I didn't take a picture of it, and I had a wonderful time at Our Lady's Bible study. All right, friends, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye, friends.